Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now Burrow to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Burrow. Takes the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On third down, Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try. Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Forced out to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Well, Burrow showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage. And they,
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go. 4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Purdy now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. Leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking deep here for Chase. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tashaun Gibson. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Purdy on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mixing up the middle. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made by Chase Young. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tanner Hudson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson out the good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. powering his way forward. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey to about the 26 here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 26 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So no question here, down by a score late. They're going to try the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 77 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they thought, but you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. 2nd down and 4. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, Mostert. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Tua signaling to change things up. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 69 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll have the Dolphins' 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. to play in this first half. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, 82 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Tua going to change the play. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and All tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Racing to the end zone. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touch.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Go that, go that,
grinding for sneaks. Double the mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure. I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit. Bitch at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen Brianna, been parking the top box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust bar. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Anders Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Throwing is Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. Down the sideline he goes. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Madison will score. Touchdown Vikings. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Love now on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Chandler on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
4th down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 58 yards. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He's got him in. Complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave. 71 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Kene Nwangu. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.